everyone, welcome to AfroTech. Today we'll be talking about how we can use machine learning and artificial intelligence to enhance your customer's experience using personalization. Before we dive deep into our discussion for today, let's get started with introductions. My name is Temi Arimu, and I have my colleague here, Aisha Bello, and we are both solutions architects at Amazon Web Services, based out of Toronto, Canada. Our roles as solutions architects is to help our customers on their journey in the AWS cloud by helping them leverage best practices and, most importantly, making sure they are gaining full potential of the cloud. For our agenda for today, we're going to be talking about the power of personalization, essentially why businesses are looking to utilize recommendation engines to customize their user experiences on their platforms. After that, we're going to go into how you can accelerate your personalization journey with our artificial intelligence services. We'll then have an overview of how it works, and then follow up with an architecture and a demo. And then lastly, we will wrap it up with some resources to help you get started. With that being said, let's get into it. So we start off here with the whole AWS machine learning stack that consists of three key layers. In the bottom layer are the frameworks and the infrastructure that is typically used by machine learning experts. In the middle layer are the machine learning services that make it easy for developers and data scientists to build, train, and deploy machine learning models in a single click with Amazon SageMaker. And in the top layer are the machine learning and AI services that allow developers to use pre-trained and also trained models to add intelligence to any application without any machine learning expertise. For the purpose of this presentation, the main artificial intelligence service we're going to be talking about today and focus on is Amazon Personalize. Before we go into that, let's briefly talk about the current landscape and why market leaders are looking into investing in building recommendation engines for their customers. In today's world, personalization is everywhere and it's applicable across many domains, so it's something that we have all experienced in some way. There's a variety of use cases that we could see personalization in, like your typical recommended for you sections that you can see on your website or your mobile apps, handling related items, for example, items related to something that you purchased recently, product ranking, which is ranking search results based on a user's profile or behavior, or even notifications and emails also based on user activity and preference. With the rapid growth of technology, alongside the amount of time people spend online, this has increased the number of customer usage and interactions across various platforms available in multiple industries. Companies are collecting all of this data from their customers and really trying to understand their customers better in order to increase brand loyalty, revenue, engagement, and overall user satisfaction. The need for providing a more streamlined and sophisticated experience has evolved over time, and with that, so has the expectation and the demand from customers to receive a more personalized experience with the brands that they choose to engage with. Customers are expecting curated experiences across the various digital platforms that they consider, engage, purchase from, and those products and services that they use. By always putting customers first, companies see that personalization is an important factor that can determine your company's success. Now, let's talk about the different ways delivering curated and relevant customer experiences can enable your organization to improve business outcomes. Some of the benefits of personalization include being able to acquire, retain, and engage your customers, Personalization leads to increase in engagement through understanding and continuously improving user experiences across digital platforms. It could also help improve your marketing techniques and increasing average revenue that is generated. In summary, what we can see here is that adding personalization to your application is a key ingredient that companies are using today. The ability to predict a customer's needs and provide proactive recommendations based on this understanding is really shaping how businesses interact with their customers. Amazon Personalize is a fully managed machine learning service that requires no machine learning expertise. It, it enables developers to build applications with the same machine learning technology used by Amazon.com for real-time personalized recommendations to improve business metrics like click-through rates, conversion, marketing efficiency, and revenue. Amazon Personalized provides all of the necessary infrastructure and manages the entire machine learning pipeline, including processing the data, identifying features, using the best algorithms, and training, optimizing, and hosting the models. Now I'm going to walk you through some of the key features Personalized offers. Personalize can help generate high-quality recommendations through algorithms built to respond to the specific needs, preferences, and the changing behavior of your customers. This means that Personalize can adapt to real-time changes in consumer behavior and preferences. At AWS, security is our top priority, so you can be rest assured that all of your organization's data is encrypted to be safe and private and is only used for recommendations for your customers. All models are private and custom, and we do not share this data between customers or with Amazon Retail. Personalize can also be integrated with your websites, your applications, and even your email marketing systems to provide tailored experiences for your customer while eliminating high infrastructure and resource costs. Lastly, Amazon Personalize automates many of the complicated steps involved in building, training, and deploying a machine learning model. It is usually a more suitable alternative for companies that have competing machine learning priorities or no machine learning expertise or experience. Now I'm going to pass it over to Aisha to dive deeper on Amazon Personalized and how it works.
Well, thank you, Tammy. So how does Amazon Personalize work? So you literally start by providing Amazon Personalize with your different data sets. So the like three major different types of data sets. So we have the user events. So think about user events as the activity of your users, every click, everything they buy, the products that they see, the products that they interact with. And then all of this, views, conversion, signups, is fed into personalized, mandatorily. There's also the item metadata. So think of your item metadata as, the catalog of products, what are the details about the product description, the price of the product, are there any promotions related to that product? So all of these products could be products, like it could be items, in retail. This could also be, flights. This could be literally anything that your users pretty much interact with. And what you get as a result of that is a customized API based on all of the inputs and the algorithms and the fine tuning which you consume in your application. But how does personalized work under the hood? we've talked about all the different data sets that you send into Amazon Personalize. So under the hood or behind the scenes, Amazon Personalize actually processes and inspects the data. It would identify, what aspects of the data is meaningful. It would select the right algorithms, and it would, based off of that data, it will train a model for you that is customized to that data. And basically, all you get at the end of the day is, a customized API that you can consume in your service. So you don't have to worry about any of that. But this is what at the back end Amazon Personalized does. Now let's talk about the retail demo store architecture. So this will be what I'll be demoing today. An example of seeing Amazon Personalize in action. So the retail demo store is it's sort of like our e-commerce reference implementation that is sort of like designed to showcase how you can build compelling shopping experiences using modern applications and design patterns. I mean, the application is, sorry, the architecture is actually much more than this. I'm focusing the architecture on what I'll be demoing today. So, for example, at the heart of this architecture is the polyglot of microservices that are mirroring, how your application basically. So for example, we have the product. Product in this case, refer to this as like your items, right? Which could be the items that or products that your customer purchase. You have a user service, that encompasses all of your users, sort of like their login, signups, and all of that. And then particularly, I want to call out the recommendation service. So this microservice that is hosted on our container platform is what we're going to use to consume the customized API from Personalize, giving all of the data sets that we've sort of like put into it. We also have our Amazon Open Search service that is basically it provides like it's based off of Elasticsearch. It's actually formerly called Elasticsearch, and this sort of like powers the search service when users need to find or search for a specific product or item. This retail application I'm showing you today is hosted or is sort of like viewed by the users through Amazon CloudFront. So think of Amazon CloudFront as a way to like cache or bring content closer to your end users to sort of like improve their experience, with like reduced latency. And all of the, I would say all of the artifacts, like the images, is hosted in our simple service objects simple storage our simple storage service that is managed object storage, and that is sort of like fed to the users via CloudFront that I mentioned before. So with that, that's just a high level. This architecture is a bit more than that. And we have different use cases. So we've had customers, for example, who have, like for example, StockX, who they're like a startup e-commerce company that have like a unique bid ask marketplace experience. So what they did was they added a recommended for you product role on their homepage, and that ended up, increasing their customer engagement by 50%. I don't know about you, but like it's a lot when you can take your customers from not having any like physical relationship with them to, oh, now I know you, I know what your behavior is like, I know the things that you like, so I'm only going to offer you what I think you might be interested in. And Personalized doesn't just look at what the user is currently doing in terms of like their interactions, like what they click on. It also looks at what the user is not interacting with, or what is not, or what the user is not interested in, and it sort of like shows and learns from that. And with machine learning, it keeps learning and it keeps improving, right? So that the recommendations in the future are a lot more better. I also particularly like the idea of Coursera, because I'm a big fan. Like I always have like extra courses I'm taking on Coursera. So Coursera actually uses Amazon Personalized to tailor their students or user experiences, in the sense that I'm getting recommendation based on what other students like me all around the globe are sort of like studying, and I'm also getting recommendation based off of like a previous course I've done, and the follow up next level or advanced level course that I could do. So Coursera leverages Amazon Personalize as well. And in sports, right, so I've talked about education, I've talked about e-commerce and retail, but even in sports like Pulse Live, they're one of the biggest names in sports. They're a digital partner, and they recognize like a 20% increase in video consumption across their website and mobile app, just by using Amazon Personalized. So, we talked about the different use cases. So whether you're doing e-commerce, whether even in flights and in the airline industry, personalized, you can leverage personalized for the user recommendations. In the education industry, it applies. In the video or media and entertainment industry as well, it also applies. And even in food, when we order food and then we're like, oh, when you come back, there's you think you might like this restaurant kind of thing. So yeah, so Amazon, I know we talked a lot about the retail, but I also wanted us to know that there's a lot more industries that personalized can be a part of, which is pretty powerful. So that here are some of the links that if you want to know more and interact with the demo more, you can this is the link to the GitHub page, and you can basically try to interact with the demo. It's sort of like publicly available, and we've also linked the product page as well. Particularly, I want to call out the personalized immersion day. So think of immersion day workshops as a day where you deep dive into like a topic. In this case is Amazon Personalized. So you would deep dive with other solutions architects like myself and Tammy, get into the nitty gritty. We could even apply to your use case, answer your questions for how it can be applicable, to your use case or to your customers. And with that, I just want to say a very big thank you for taking time to listen to my presentation. And if you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat, and let us know how we can help. Thank you.